It's kind of a loving kindness, heart centered practice we're going to do today. So let's take a moment to let all of those words kind of settle in our minds. If you were to be kind of situated just behind your head, we could be looking at words that appear in that area of the brain behind the forehead. There's a lot of ideas and things to know about and learn about, some of which you're very familiar with, some of which might be a little bit newer, or maybe you're curious about them. And all of that is fine, and it can happen a little bit now, but then mostly we're going to let that move to the side or let that move to the background. So notice your whole body, and in the space that your body is occupying, there's all kinds of sensory perceptions. You can feel your body moving with your breath. There's tight spots in your body and loose spots, and all of the experience we have when we tune into what's going on in our body. And in that area behind the forehead, there's thoughts. So let's take a moment to move towards focusing more on the stillness or the silence in that area behind the forehead. You might relax your forehead muscles and your eyebrows, your eyes, just for a couple of minutes. We're going to observe thought, and in particular, observe the space between thoughts, with the idea that as we're focusing in on the space and the stillness, that the other thoughts will move to the background. Sometimes thoughts come in as sounds, as words. They're not exactly the same as sounds we hear through our ears, but we hear our thoughts as words, and we also sometimes have pictures, still pictures or video clips. And your awareness is just behind your brain, just behind your head, and you're just observing what's going on in that area right now. You can have your eyes closed. And keep putting your attention more towards the stillness. It might be that second or two of silence between thoughts. It might be that thoughts are moving to the background and the stillness is more in the foreground. Remain grounded in your body. And do that by noticing your body. Notice the muscles in the whole back of your body, for instance, back of your neck and shoulders, if there's any tightness there. Let that soften. Let your shoulders either move away from your ears or move back towards the floor or the chair. Let your arms and hands relax and settle. Notice all of those muscles that cover the rib cage at your back, from the top of the neck, through the lower neck, down through the top of the shoulders, upper back, shoulder blades, all the way down to the lower rib cage, where you might even be able to feel a bit of movement with your breath. And notice the muscles that come around the sides and the front, from the lower ribs up to your collarbones, back to your shoulders. Be aware of the top part of your body from your diaphragm, the lower ribs, up through your head, down through your shoulders and arms and hands. Let your body rest. And then come down into the lower part of the body from the lower ribs through the stomach area, the navel center, the lower belly, the floor of your pelvis area, down through your hips and your legs, your lower back, back of your legs, muscles in your thighs, down through your lower legs and your feet and toes, soles of your feet. Be aware of the whole bottom half of your body. And then bring your awareness to anything that seems like it wants your attention to soften. But sometimes we still have some tightness through our neck or shoulders, or maybe there's a clench in your jaw, your gut. So for a minute, let's look at that and just put your attention there and let it soften. Now, it might be trying to get your attention. You could see, just kind of ask, why is this here? What is it you're trying to do? Are you trying to protect me from something? What is it that is causing this contraction right now? And would it be okay to let that soften just for a while? And then bring your attention back to your whole entire body from head to toes. Whole front of your body, the back of your body, your sides, fingertips, tips of your toes. And from the crown of your head down through to your eyebrow center, your throat center, and your heart center. Practice now will be done with our attention in the heart center, that area in the middle of the rib cage, the spiritual heart center. If you were to bring to mind a laughing baby or a puppy or someone you love in an uncomplicated way, notice that we often feel the energy of that in our heart center. Your whole body kind of relaxes when we focus on something like that. So the practice is something you don't need to kind of pay too much attention to in terms of doing it right. I'm just going to drop in some words and then you can notice what's happening. See if you can keep a lot of attention on the softness and on the felt sense of your heart center. If you notice that you're wandering off into sleep or into thoughts or criticisms or something like that, see if you can let that move to the background. And we want to be awake and alert, all of our attention focused in the heart center. And we're also not forcing it. So if you fall asleep or whatever it is that's going on, or if you find your thoughts are drifting, that's okay too. As much as possible, our intention is to stay present to ourselves and to give ourselves this experience of our own loving attention, our own kind attention. Notice if you have a sense of energy or warmth. Lots of people will have a warm golden glow of light at the heart center. If you kind of bring that to mind, you can visualize that whole heart center is illuminated in this warm golden glow of light. And it radiates out from the heart center into all the bones of the rib cage, up into your throat and your shoulders, your neck and shoulders and arms, down into your hands and fingers, up into your head, to your brain, your eyes, your mouth and tongue, your jaw. And it fills up the whole area protected by the rib cage, your heart, your lungs, diaphragm muscle coming down into your stomach. Let this warm golden glow of light, or if you don't have a visual of that, that's fine too. Just this felt sense of the warmth of the heart center. Let that permeate all the cells of your body. Coming down through your stomach and navel area, your lower belly, down through your legs, down to your feet and toes. And for a moment, focus on that without words, without emotion. Just the felt sense of the warmth, the golden light. Notice your body and notice your breath. And imagine that that warm golden glow of light is permeating every cell in your body. And then bringing your attention right back to your heart center itself. Bring in the quality of kindness. Not kindness in particular about a person or even yourself, but just that quality of kindness. Maybe it's Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World, some of those images that he sings about. Maybe it's the look on your granny's face when she saw you when you first arrived for a visit, or be specific, or it could be more general. Just cultivate that feeling of kindness in your heart. And right now, we're not entertaining any thoughts of anything else. So if you notice there's any criticisms there, or your mind starts to spin off into a story about it, see if you could bring yourself back to the simplicity. Right now, I'm noticing kindness, and my attention is in my heart center. And it doesn't have to really be cognitive. It doesn't have to be wordy or with memories at all. It could just be that felt sense, that word kind, kindness. And imagine that that's permeating every cell of your body. And that can get our mind going because we're not always kind to our bodies. Other people are not always kind to our bodies. But right now, see if you could let go of the thoughts and just more the experience or the felt sense, letting in kindness to your heart center and letting it permeate all the cells of your body. And if that feels like it's not working or too weird or something, just let yourself rest in the heart center. Let your body relax, soften, and breathe. And then bring your attention back into the heart center and cultivate a feeling or a felt sense of compassion. And it might come with words or memories or specifics, and that's fine. You could focus on that for a moment. When we see somebody, especially a child, struggling with something, we often feel compassion. We might send them good wishes, wish more ease for them. Or when somebody is clearly really agitated or anxious, sometimes we could send them it's kind of a softening of their shoulders, some deep breaths, and then let go of the kind of the stimulators of compassion and see if you could go directly to the felt sense of that in your heart center. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. So, however it is fine. And from your heart center, whatever it is that's your felt sense of compassion, it might be light, it might be a feeling or an energy. Become aware of your whole body from head to toes. Allow that to move into the rest of your body. There's no separation between your heart center and all the other parts of your body. And then bringing your attention back in to the heart center again and noticing if there's a feeling of love. And it might be a warmth, might be that golden warm glow of light. It might be something else. Just notice love, that word love, as you pay attention and you're situated in the heart center. And let the boundaries dissolve between your heart center and the rest of your body, and let the love pour out and saturate every cell in your body. That warm golden glow of light illuminates every part of your body. Notice the whole space your body is occupying and that it's filled with light. Light is spilling out over the edges into the space beyond your body as well. At the very center of that is your heart center. And then let all the words move to the background, all of the ideas and concepts and resistances and welcoming and whatever it is. And for a moment, let's rest. Rest in the space of the heart center and of the whole body, the mind, the whole of who you are. If you want to finish the practice and open your eyes, you could. If you would like to stay present with that for a while, that's fine too. As you open your eyes, notice the light in the brain and the optic nerve in your eyes. If you look down at your palms of your hands, you might be able to sense that energy there or see the light. A lot of people have different experiences with this. But notice yours. Just before we go, notice the stillness in your body, stillness in your heart center, the whole of your body, head to toes. And set your intention to tune back into that through the day, whenever you think of it. We can always take a few breaths and return to this.